Good evening, Nick. It's Friday, December 26th, and we're going to talk about your first world problems today. So, Nick, when you were talking in your last video, you were like, yeah, my Christmas is going to be bad. There are people going to have worse Christmases, but there are going to be people that have better Christmases. And, Nick, I think it's kind of important to say that you are somewhere in the middle. That even if it's not the worst kind of problem, it's still a problem. Maybe it's just certain parts of the internet that are obsessed with, like, if your problems aren't as bad as other people's problems, they aren't actually problems. But Nick, they're really problems, and they really do need to be talked about, and they need to be addressed. We can't just ignore them in spite, of other problems. They're still real, and they're still there, and ignoring them makes them into worse problems. It is something I learned from my love life in college. Yeah, don't ignore problems even if they don't seem like big problems, because they become worse problems, and that's really bad. So, Nick, whether you have to just suck it up and be like, these aren't the traditions I exactly like, but I'll find a way to love them and have your heart grow 2 sizes that day, or whether you do need to tear down traditions, you do need to find a new group of people that you feel comfortable with, and they don't feel like strangers, and that you can create something great and magical around, then that's what you gotta do. But you gotta do something. You can't just continue doing this thing where you're just unhappy. It's not cool, man. I don't like it. Because you're a brother to me, man. You really are. And I don't want to see you sad. I know it's maybe not the biggest problem in the world, as you said, but I don't want you to be sad. I want you to be happy. I want you to have fun. I want you to do interesting things. And that way you can talk to them about, on the vlog, instead of being like, I'm not really sure what to talk about. I want you to have the interesting things. The interesting things are the cool things, and so we can talk about more cool things. Yeah, so at this point in the video, Nick, it kind of occurs to me that my advice is coming a little too late, because you said you were going back on Friday, and as I film this video, it is currently Friday, and so it's a little late. But I stand by my point, because just because you missed fixing this problem doesn't mean you can't fix the next problem. There's always going to be problems coming down the pipe. It doesn't matter when, doesn't matter where, doesn't matter how big they are. They're still important, they still matter, and we can't let missing one deter us from fixing the next one so that it doesn't become the next big problem. And so, Nick, that's my pre-New Year's advice. Fix problems. I know there's the whole New Year, New Me thing, but don't wait. Don't wait. I realized a month ago that I had a problem and I started to fix it, and that problem has been fixed now. I am much better now because I fixed my problem then, instead of waiting until some big New Year's thing to suddenly magically transform me, because that's not when it happens, Nick. It happens when you want it to happen. And so this Christmas dilemma is going to be fixed when you decide how you're going to deal with it. And Nick, I know you're a really smart guy, so I know you're going to deal with it, because you're kind of the man. It's true. So, Nick, I hope you come up with a radical and exciting solution. Maybe not necessarily radical, but at least an exciting solution of some part. And if you do end up changing traditions, I want to be involved, man. I'm pointing at you into the camera, but I almost missed the last time I pointed. Involve me. I want to be in this tradition. It'll be cool. Good luck with your traditions, Nick, and I'll see you on Monday.